I'm Iranian and born and raised a devout Muslim. I grew up in a devout Muslim family. I had to recite the Quran. By age 5, I had to pray 5 times a day and learn the Islamic law, Sharia. I was 6 years old that the war between Iran and Iraq started. My uncle and 2 of my cousins joined the army and they were killed in jihad. The ladder to paradise is jihad. He died in that jihad and he became a martyr for Islam. I wanted to become just like my uncle. I joined lots of Islamic groups. They put that clothes on and then they hit their heads with the sword, and I did that. He raised the sword and hit my head several times, and I remember every evening I beat myself 2 to 3 hours. I was so physically ill, and then I joined the Revolutionary Army, was trained to become a jihadist. We slept in graves to fight the fear of death. My dream as a young adult, as a young man, was to one day that my country gets the chance to war against the enemies of Islam. First Israel, second America. Islam brings us all in hatred. I hated America and I hated Israel. I was 23 years old. I talked to an old friend of mine. He told me that he became a Christian. I said, what is the meaning of that? We believe we are the superior religion. The way he was talking about God, it was a man-to-man experience. I had no relationship with Allah. No matter how much I prayed, fasted, I beated myself. Allah is a distance God. He is a harsh God. He told me, look, God has so loved you that He has given His only begotten Son for you. I said, Jesus has done that for me? I was thinking about the sacrifices we made for Islam. Allah took my cousins, my uncle, to give him paradise. But the God of Christianity, He has already given His Son for me, that I don't need to do that anymore. I said, I want to know about Him. I want to know about Jesus. One day I was home and I was praying to Jesus. My dad came to my room. I said, Dad, I am praying to Jesus. He said, why to Jesus? I said, Dad, Jesus is alive. He can hear me. He pointed at the picture of Muhammad and I said, Dad, the prophet is dead. He cannot hear me. The color of his eyes changed. He ran and grabbed me, pushed me to the wall. I pulled myself from him and ran away. I left home. I was an apostate. I was an outsider for them. He ought to be killed according to Sharia, Islamic law. My life is in danger. That night I packed my duffel bag. I left my car, my belongings, my bank account, my family, my friends, everything I left it behind. I left from Tehran to Istanbul. I really thought I'm not going to make it, but thank God I made it through.